great crowd. Fine-looking people here. So welcome. This is a historic day in the city of Glens Falls. If you go to City Hall and you go in the mayor's conference room and you look at the portraits on the wall, from Charles Poole to Dan Hall, and probably soon to join them, Bill Collins, there's one defining characteristic. They're all men. So for the first time in over 100 years, the voters of Glens Falls have elected a woman. I think some people have the impression that being mayor is like being an all-powerful general. You have a vast army and unlimited resources to accomplish your goals. That couldn't be farther from the truth. The reality of being a mayor is that you're part of a loose-knit group of contributors. Some you control, some you don't. That each has their own goals and their own agendas. You start each day with a well-defined plan, and by 10 a.m., 3 people will come to visit you, 4 people have called in, and your plan is out the window. Being mayor is like trying to get a sip of water from a fire hose. As Dan Hall was known to say, it's always something. That's what makes what's been accomplished over the last quarter century so impressive. Just to name a few things. The Queensbury, Warren County, Glens Falls sewer capacity deal was signed. That was a huge impact for the city. Brought revenue in, let us use our surplus sewer capacity. That was a really big deal. Centennial Circle. I remember when it was being proposed, people lamenting that putting a roundabout there would bring our downtown to a halt and cause its death. And it's done just the opposite. The work of the Crandall Park Beautification Committee. The Charles Wood Theater. Crandall Library's expansion. The Earth Tech and Global Spectrum experiments. While they didn't work out, we learned a lot. The Madden Hotel being demolished and giving way to Glens Falls National, now Aero expansion. The Shirt Factory. What a wonderful cultural arts anchor that is in the East End. The sale of the McEachran House, now Morgan Company. The DRI. Started in 2017, just now coming to fruition. COVID. Brought the city to a halt for almost 2 years. And yet, here we are. We've recovered. We're thriving. The mill and 14 Hudson projects. Expansion of the Queensbury Hotel. Glens Falls Swim Club, soon to be a nature conservancy, education center. ARPA funding to improve our parks and playgrounds. I want to congratulate mayors past and present and council people for their contributions to all these efforts. Dr. Diana Palmer is well prepared to continue the effort in her new role as mayor. Diana earned a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in counseling from Cal State Los Angeles. She earned a doctorate in law and policy from Northeastern University. She has served on several boards, including being a trustee of SUNY Adirondack, 3 terms in the Warren County Board of Ethics, a member of the New York State Juvenile Justice Advisory Group, and is past president of the New York Association for Marriage and Family Therapists. She has volunteered with Kensington School PTA, the Open Door Kitchen, the Glens Falls Food Co-op, the COVID Crisis Hotline, served as an Odyssey of the Mind coach, as a rape crisis counselor, and a Red Cross volunteer. I'm tired just reading the list. During 8 years representing Ward 3 on the Common Council, Diana has led numerous initiatives while being an advocate for conservative use of taxpayer dollars. And I have witnessed this firsthand as budget coordinator. There's only one person tighter with the city purse strings than I was, and it was Councilor Palmer. She pushed to improve the city budget process. She oversaw the redesign of the city's website to make it more user-friendly, worked to obtain Tree City designation through the Arbor Day Foundation, and helped secure $400,000 in grants for tree planting. She advocated for enhanced efficiency in city departments through better software, pushed to improve city parks and playgrounds using ARPA funding. And I could stand here all day and read things that she's done. But Diana is eager to continue pushing initiatives that aim to improve the lives of its residents and stakeholders, and she's ready to hit the ground running. So without further ado, it's time to swear in our new mayor and common council.
All right, I want to invite up Dr. Diana Palmer, our mayor-elect. I, Diana Palmer,
I, Diana Palmer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will uphold
and I will uphold
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls,
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls,
and I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties of the office of the mayor
of the office of the mayor
of the City of Glens Falls
of the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Mary B. Gooden,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and I will uphold the Charter
and I will uphold the Charter
of the City of Glens Falls,
of the City of Glens Falls,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of councilperson, member at large,
of Councilwoman at Large
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my ability.
to the very best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, we have next Daniel Donahue. I, Daniel Donahue,
I, Daniel Donahue,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and I will uphold the Charter
and I will uphold the Charter
of the City of Glens Falls,
of the City of Glens Falls.
and I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of the councilperson for Ward 1
of the councilperson of Ward 1
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Robert Lincoln,
I, Robert Landry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I will uphold
I will uphold
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls,
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls.
and I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of councilperson for Ward 2
councilperson for Ward 2
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Daniel Rice,
I, Daniel Rice,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will uphold the Charter
and I will uphold the Charter
of the City of Glens
of the
Falls,
City of Glens Falls,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of councilperson
the duties of the office of councilperson
for Ward 3
for Ward 3
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Benjamin Lapp,
I, Benjamin Lapham,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will uphold
and I will uphold
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls,
the Charter of the City of Glens Falls,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the office of councilperson for Ward 4
the office of council member for Ward 4
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens Falls
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities, with my word as my bond.
I, Sean Palladino,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully support
that I will faithfully support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will uphold the Charter
and I will uphold the Charter
of the City of Glens Falls,
of the City of Glens Falls,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of council member
the duties of the office of council member
for Ward 5
for Ward 5
for the City of Glens Falls
for the City of Glens
to
Falls
the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Good morning, everyone. In a moment, we'll enter into a moment of prayer. And if you're a person who prays, welcome home to that experience. If you're not someone who prays, maybe you can just rest in this beautiful vibration of this united community. So, let us pray. Ground of all creation, maker of us all. On this bright morning of a brand new year, we thank and praise you for this experience we're having together. We thank you for placing us in a democratic society, for allowing us to be people who can choose our leaders and have chosen this mayor and this council to be our representatives. Please make them noble and wonderful. Help them to be truthful and transparent. Allow their aspirations that brought them into a life of service to be aided by your divine help. May this community continue to be the beating heart of this beautiful region. And may you draw ever more people here to be with us, to partner in the hope and the vision that you give us. May the year ahead be one of growth, and may it build on all of the sacrifices that Mayor Collins and his predecessors and the generations of Glens Falls citizens that precede us have provided as a strong foundation on which we can build. May your blessing descend upon this city, this region, our leaders, and all of those who seek to live and work in a wonderful and holy place in the sight of your love. We ask all of this in your holy name, and on this great morning, may all the people present say, Amen. Amen. Thank you.
I'd like to call up our singers. We have some students and former student from Glens Falls High School who have prepared a song for us. And now we have 4 students from Glens Falls High School who are going to speak to us. I had reached out to Mrs. Stewart, who teaches government at the high school, and I asked her to send a survey out to her students about what would they like to see for the future of our city, so that they would want to live here and work here. And they're going to share that with us today. So I'd like to invite you up, please.
Hello, people in Glens Falls. We are here today speaking not just for ourselves, but on behalf
Thank you.
but on behalf of our classmates who share their hopes, concerns, and ideas for Glens Falls through the youth survey. These responses reflect what young people truly value about their community and what they want to see improved as the city looks toward the future. First, we're going to bring up the safety, peace, and feeling of being secure in our town. Safety is a top priority for students when thinking about Glens Falls and its future. We, as students, want to grow up in a community where we can walk on the sidewalks, visit parks, and can spend time with friends without worrying about danger or feeling uncomfortable. One student even said, "I want to grow up in a place where I don't have to worry about it being a dangerous place." First, Ms. Palmer could strengthen community policy by encouraging positive relationships between police officers and residents. When officers are visible, approachable, and involved in community events, people feel more comfortable reporting concerns and working together to prevent crime. Emotional safety is just as important, as students want a peaceful and welcoming environment where everyone feels respected, included, and valued. For this, Ms. Palmer could invest in youth programs, after-school activities, and community centers. Giving young people safe places to go and things to do reduces risky behavior and helps build a stronger sense of belonging. Hosting town hall meetings, listening to student voices, and working with local organizations helps ensure safety solutions match real community needs. When people trust their leaders and look out for one another, Glens Falls becomes a safer and more peaceful place to live. When students feel secure in their surroundings, they are able to focus more on school, building strong friendships, and participate in community activities. A safe and peaceful city helps students feel confident, supported, and proud to call Glens Falls their home.
Hi everybody, Happy New Year. Okay. Kindness and inclusion weren't just ideas students mentioned. They were some of the most heartfelt things people shared. Many of us talked about wanting Glens Falls to be a place where everyone feels accepted and respected for who they are. This isn't just about policies or programs. It's about our friends, our classmates, and the people we see every day. Students said clearly that they want a community where people are treated with dignity, no matter who they love, how they identify, or what their background is. To help make it reality, Ms. Palmer could work with schools, youth groups, and community organizations to create more inclusive events, expand anti-bias education, and open up real conversations that bring people together. When a city makes space for every voice, especially the voices that are often marginalized, it builds a culture of empathy instead of division. And when young people see their community choosing kindness, it makes us feel safer, more connected, and genuinely proud to grow up in Glens Falls. Affordability was one of the biggest concerns students talked about, came up again and again. Even as teenagers, a lot of us are already wondering whether we'll be able to afford to live in Glens Falls when we're older. Families are feeling the pressure now. Students notice it. It's no surprise that some students said affordability would determine whether they ever come back to Glens Falls after graduating. To address this, Ms. Palmer could support expanding affordable housing, encourage responsible development, and work with local leaders to make sure young people can actually picture a future here. When housing is accessible, the cost of living is manageable. Students feel hopeful that Glens Falls can be a place where they can build their lives, their careers, and their families without being pushed out by rising costs. Students also spoke with a lot of empathy about people in Glens Falls who are struggling right now. Many of us mentioned homelessness, poverty, and inequality, with real desire to help. We don't want to walk downtown and see people suffering. don't want anyone in our community to feel forgotten or alone. Students made it clear that Glens Falls needs a stronger support system, more resources or shelters, better access to social services, and real partnerships with the organizations already doing this work. Ms. Palmer could help expand these efforts so that people facing hardships have a path forward, not just a place to get by. And this matters now. These challenges are happening in our city today, not someday in the future, not someday in the past. When a community chooses to take care of the people who need it most, it becomes stronger, more connected, and more humane. Students want Glens Falls to be a place where everyone has dignity, everyone has support, and no one is left behind.
So I'm going to be covering the aspects of our downtown. Students want Glens Falls to feel lively, welcoming, and full of energy, not just a place they call their hometown. Students deserve a strong, active downtown filled with local businesses that give the city personality and make it feel alive, creating spaces where people can gather, meet friends, and enjoy spending time together. Many students hope Glens Falls can grow into a popular destination like Saratoga, but without losing its hometown charm, familiar faces, and sense of community. Adding more activities, events, and entertainment specifically for younger generations would make the city more exciting and engaging. Examples include summer street festivals, including food and live music, movie nights in the park, teen game nights, art workshops, outdoor fitness classes, community sports leagues, and cultural events like open mic nights or community mural projects. These opportunities would encourage students to spend more time downtown, support local businesses, get involved in their community, and feel a stronger connection to the city they call home.
I'm be talking about parks and natural spaces. Parks and natural spaces are very important to students when thinking about Glens Falls and its future. Students feel a strong connection to the city's natural beauty and want it to be protected for generations to come. One student shared, "Crandall Park is where I shared some of my happiest memories." Showing how meaningful these spaces are to young people, we have to clean up the parks, green spaces, and healthy environment to help students feel relaxed, happy, and connected to their community. To support this, Ms. Palmer can invest in maintaining parks, protecting natural areas, and promoting environmental care throughout the city. Encouraging community cleanup events and environmental educational programs can help residents take pride in keeping Glens Falls beautiful. When nature is cared for, students feel more connected to where they live and more proud to call Glens Falls their home. More on that, roads, sidewalks, and infrastructure is another topic. Reliable roads and sidewalks are a major concern for students in Glens Falls. Many students mention that poor road conditions make traveling difficult and sometimes unsafe, especially during the winter. One student explained, "The roads are so terrible, I don't even want to leave my house in the winter." Showing how infrastructure impacts daily life, well-maintained roads and sidewalks allow students to get to school, work, and activities safely and comfortably. Ms. Palmer can prioritize repairing the roads, fixing potholes, and improving sidewalks to make transportation faster and safer for everyone. Strong infrastructure helps students feel secure, reduce stress, and allows the community to stay connected year-round. Community and pride shared traditions play a powerful role in how students feel about Glens Falls. Students share joyful memories connected to local events, family time, and traditions that make the city feel like home. One student said, "The Balloon Festival is one of my favorite memories," while another mentioned fireworks at Crandall Park with friends and family. These experiences create a strong sense of belonging and identity. Ms. Palmer can support local festivals, traditions, and community events that bring people together and strengthen connections. When students feel emotionally connected to their community, they develop pride, confidence, and a lasting love for Glens Falls as their home.
Individuals to always want something more, wanting something bigger, more expensive, something to show off. But what is wealth without personality and a soul? Many students believe that Glens Falls should continue to grow, develop, and improve, but this growth should be given without limiting the qualities that make this city special. Students deeply value the historic buildings, small-town atmosphere, and long-standing traditions that give Glens Falls its unique character and sense of identity. Growth is seen as a positive step forward because it can bring new businesses, improve public services, better recreational opportunities, and more jobs for residents of all ages. At the same time, students worry that too much change, such as large developments, modern buildings that don't match the city's style, or loss of beloved landmarks, could erase the familiar feeling of home that make the city feel less personal. Instead of a complete transformation, students want thoughtful, careful growth that balances progress with preservation, allowing Glens Falls to evolve and improve while still protecting its history, charm, and the qualities that make it a place residents are proud to call home. Overall, students share a clear and meaningful vision for the future of Glens Falls, one that reflects both their hopes and their love for their community. We want a city that is safe, affordable, and welcoming, where neighbors look out for one another, friendships can thrive, and everyone feels included. Students hope to live in a place where they are supported, not just physically, but emotionally, socially, and financially, so that young people, families, and all residents can feel confident building their futures here. To youth, Glens Falls is more than just a location on a map. It is a shared home full of memories, traditions, and opportunities to grow. They want the city to continue caring for its people by preserving its unique character, offering accessible housing and activities, and promoting a strong sense of belonging, all while embracing thoughtful, balanced growth that ensures the community remains vibrant for generations to come. Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for being here. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces and so many people who I care about in our community, so thank you. Thank you again to Father Scott, to Mike Mender, Judge Hobbs, to all of the students. I want to thank the music teacher, is that the right word? Stephanie Schneider. She orchestrated all of the rehearsals, and I want to thank Rochelle Stewart from Glens Falls High School. There's no better way to start a new term of service than by centering ourselves with intention and hearing the voices of the young people who will shape the future of this community. Today is, in one sense, a very procedural day. We swear in officials, we adopt resolutions, we set schedules. But beneath all of that paperwork is something much more important, a promise. Each of us up here has a promise to keep to the people of Glens Falls. To listen, to be honest with you, to be careful with your tax dollars, and to do the steady, unglamorous work of keeping a small city running well. We are facing real challenges, aging infrastructure, limited resources, and a changing world that asks more and more from local government. But we also inherit tremendous strengths: dedicated city staff, engaged residents, strong schools, creative small businesses, and a community that consistently shows up for one another. My commitment as mayor is to make sure that your city government matches the strength of this community. That means professionalism, clear procedures, good information, and decisions made in the open. It means planning, not just reacting, investing in our water and sewer systems, using our comprehensive plan as a real roadmap, and aligning our economic development work with what residents and businesses tell us is important. And it means collaboration across the council, with our department heads, with Warren County and regional partners, with our businesses and nonprofits, and most importantly, with all of you who call Glens Falls home. Some of the resolutions that we will consider today reflect that direction. We are strengthening our planning capacity, clarifying roles, and building a structure that creates more expertise in-house and helps us coordinate better. These are changes designed to make it easier for people to work with the city and to run government in an efficient way that respects your tax dollars. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the people who are not sitting up here beside us, but who are essential to our operations, and that's our city staff, many of whom are here today. I want to acknowledge our families and loved ones who support us in doing this work, and the community partners, schools, nonprofits, businesses who will walk alongside us in the years ahead. And before we continue, I want to take a moment to recognize something that I didn't make the centerpiece of my campaign, but that nonetheless carries meaning for this moment and for our city. Today, I stand here as the first woman elected mayor of Glens Falls. I didn't run to make history, I ran to serve, but it is important to mark history when it happens and to honor the women who helped make this moment possible. One of those women was Hesper Flint Little. In the 1950s, at a time when no woman in Glens Falls had ever done it, she stepped forward twice to run for the Common Council. She wasn't elected then, but her courage and persistence showed this community that women could compete for local office. When tragedy later pulled her back into public service, she was asked to take her husband's place on the ballot and was elected councilwoman at large. And when the mayor at the time became unable to serve, Hesper stepped into the responsibilities of acting mayor, becoming the first woman to perform the duties of mayor of Glens Falls. Her commitment to this community extended far beyond elected office. She helped found the League of Women Voters here. She served on early planning and charter committees and supported the creation of what became SUNY Adirondack. And she ran a beloved downtown bookstore that served generations of Glens Falls residents. It means a great deal to me that Hesper's daughter, Debbie Little, is here with us today. I don't know where you are, Debbie, but thank you for being here. And in the 1970s, Cindy Hess helped widen that path when she became the first woman elected outright to the Common Council. She chose to run for office while raising her family and working here in our community, bringing with her a lifetime of leadership and service. Her successful campaign built upon the foundation laid by women like Hesper, and after leaving office, she continued to invest in the next generation, leading the Adirondack Girl Scout Council for nearly 2 decades, and helping countless girls and women discover their own leadership abilities. Cindy also continued her service through decades of involvement in local organizations, chairing boards, serving on committees, and volunteering her time whenever she was needed. She has strengthened this community in more ways than any list could capture, and I am so honored that Cindy is here with us today. I also want to recognize Kay Saunders, who devoted decades to public service in Glens Falls. After she made her home here, Kay embraced this city with extraordinary devotion, treating Glens Falls as a place to nurture and protect. She served 2 terms as the 3rd Ward Councilwoman and 2 additional terms as Councilwoman at Large, earning a reputation for accessibility and steady leadership. She had hoped to run for mayor in 2006 and may well have become the first woman to serve in that role had illness not prevented her from entering the race. Even after stepping away from elected office, Kay remained one of this community's most steadfast supporters, volunteering across civic and cultural organizations and ultimately earning from the Post-Star the title of the city's chief ambassador. I think that Elizabeth Strader may be here today, but I didn't get to see everyone. If she's here, thank you for being here. That is Kay's daughter. I sit here today because of women like, I stand here today because of women like Hesper Little, Cindy Hess, and Kay Saunders. Women who stepped forward in different eras, under different circumstances, and helped open doors that had been closed. My hope is that every young person in this room, every student in our schools, and every person in our community sees in this moment a reminder that leadership in Glens Falls is open to them too. Stay curious, stay involved, pay attention to what's happening in your community, and know that your voice and your work truly matter. We are here to listen. The future belongs to you, and if you ever feel called to serve, there are and there will be opportunities waiting for you. Before I close, I also want to thank the people who make it possible for me to do this work. My husband Scott and my daughter Sadie, they are my backbone and they have supported me every step of the way. I'm also grateful for my family who are here today. My father-in-law, Hollis Palmer, and my dad who traveled to be here, Jay Rosenberg, and his partner Nancy Lambert. Thank you for making the trip and for being here. And I want to acknowledge the people in my life who lift me up, my friends, the volunteers who stood with me, and the trusted voices in our community who offer honest input and perspective. I am a very fortunate person to be surrounded by people who support me, challenge me, and help me to do this work well. To the members of the Common Council, I am grateful for your willingness to serve. We will bring different perspectives to this table, and healthy debate is part of good government. What matters is that we approach our work with respect, listen to one another, and stay committed to building consensus, so that our decisions reflect thoughtful leadership with the people we serve at the heart of all we do. And to the residents of Glens Falls, you can expect a mayor's office that is accessible, responsive, and transparent. You may not agree with every decision, but you will always know how we reached it and where to go with your questions. I am grateful for the opportunity to spend my days doing work that is meaningful and purposeful. And I will work hard to provide steady, thoughtful leadership in service to our community. Thank you for placing your trust in us, and I'm ready to get to work. I'd now like to offer the privilege of the floor to the members of the Common Council.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. This is such an exciting day. I feel such an honor and a privilege to be elected as Councilwoman at Large. I thank my family. My mother is here, 96-year-old mother is here. My husband, my son, my sister, my brother, my sister-in-law, my friends, my family, my community. We are all family. We're here for each other. And as we go into this next 4 years, I pledge and I promise to do the very best of my ability, like I really said. This city means so much to me. I grew up here as a young child. I graduated from Glens Falls High School. I went to SUNY Adirondack. I did go to New York University, and I came back home. And we need your support. As we go through, we are going to have to make a lot of decisions. And as we make these decisions, we need your input. It's not always what you're gonna always agree. But if we have your input, it makes it easier for us. Now, when things don't always go like you want, the room is full. And guess what? We love that. So we encourage you to come to our meetings. Please bring your input. We need that for the city. We want to keep thriving. We try to do our best for what is best for the city of Glens Falls. And I know all the council is so proud to be here. And I just want to acknowledge all the staff that will be leaving, and to the new staff. We look forward to working with you, and we will miss the old staff that was at the city, the mayor, on down. They did a fantastic job for us, and we will keep that momentum. We shall keep that momentum. Yeah. And it's just so good to be your councilwoman at large, and it's my absolute pleasure, and I promise to do the very best to my ability.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's just an honor and a privilege to be here amongst all you wonderful people. I can't wait for these next 4 years. It's going to be awesome, and I look forward to working with each and every single one of you, including Mayor Palmer. I'm just happy to be a part of such a historic day for the city of Glens Falls. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Bob Landry. I'm the second ward councilman, and this will be my last hurrah. I'm telling my family that right now. You know, I have a lot of support in the second ward, except from my house. But listen, this has been a rewarding experience for me in retirement. To stand in this room today has a certain feeling to me, because a lot of historic things have happened here. I can remember when the Red Wings won a Calder Cup. And we had a big party down here.
3 times.
3 times, there you go, hockey fan, without a doubt. We announced the DRI, and look at your downtown, what's going on right now. But today's history is a little different. What a wonderful, diverse group of people, you know, of all ages that are here trying to represent the diverse community that we live in and to represent it well. And I think we'll try our hardest to do that. I also would like to congratulate the first female mayor of the city of Glens Falls. My family has a long track record. I had a grandfather who sat on the council back in the 40s and 50s, and they'd all be proud today with the group of people that have come forward to lead the city. So I'm going to end on one thing. One of the students said in their comments that you had to get involved, and you do need to get involved. We need to have the 20-somethings and the 30-somethings, if you're not actively involved in something, to attend our common council meeting. It would be wonderful to have this many people out there. But we don't. But get involved in your communities, and I'll offer you this. Go away to college and look back. A lot of us did. We all of a sudden realized we lived in one of the gems on the face of this earth. So congratulations to everybody, and I look forward to another 4 years.
Good afternoon. I'm Dan Rice, Third Ward City Council. This is sort of redundant to what Diana was speaking about. But, so I just want to begin by congratulating all my fellow councilors on their elections, especially congratulating Mayor Palmer on her historic victory. This is an exciting moment for our city, and I'm genuinely looking forward to working together with everyone here in the term ahead. I'm honored by the trust the people of Glens Falls have placed in me. Glens Falls has real momentum, progress that has been building for years. Important downtown projects are moving forward, and that's something worth celebrating. I hope to see a continuation of that momentum along the Warren Street corridor and on the east side as well. But we are entering a period of disruption that will hit hardest at the local level. Uncertainty around federal housing support, Medicaid, healthcare funding, as well as continued dysfunction in mental health policy means we will be asked to do more with less. That being said, as local governments are called upon to do more, we must be honest about our limitations. We cannot run budget deficits indefinitely. We cannot rely on our fund balance forever. The responsible path forward is to grow our tax base by supporting existing business owners, supporting investment, and sustainable development. I think the kids spoke about that in their talk. Sustainable development means honoring the character of our city. We need to hold property owners accountable when they collect harms to the community. That means addressing vacant commercial storefronts, which drive me crazy, and confronting nuisance properties that burden neighbors and first responders. I'm committed to tackling these issues through practical problem solving and open collaboration. Together, we will ensure that Glens Falls continues to thrive despite the increasingly difficult challenges that we face, not just as a community, but as a nation. We might not be able to solve all the world's problems here, but that doesn't mean we should ignore them. We will work together to use our resources wisely and set priorities that reflect our shared values. I look forward to serving, listening, and working with all of you to build the Glens Falls we deserve, and together finding a path forward that balances compassion, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Ben Lapham, the 4th Ward Council member. I'd like to thank my sister and my fiance, Joy Kazmarak, for attending today, and my family, my cousins Steve, Bonnie, and Kate. I also would like to thank all the voters who voted in this new council and this new mayor. I wanted to just kind of reflect upon the oath that the council and the mayor made about being, so one of the things is serving the Constitution of the United States, serving the Constitution of the state of New York, and also serving the charter of the city of Glens Falls. There's a number of things that we've discussed in the charter that's been neglected at times. So we have had certain schedules that have been updated because we weren't following the charter. We have had certain codes, like for instance the ethics committee, that hadn't been in place for more than 20 years is being restaffed. We look to continue to do these things because following the law of the land and following the law of the city is really important to building the trust necessary for people to believe in what we're doing on a local level. And that means getting more people involved, filling out all the vacancies that we have on all the different boards and committees for the city, and making sure that we're truly engaged with people of the city of Glens Falls, from the kids in school to the taxpayers to the residents to the visitors. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sean Palladino, just elected Ward 5 councilperson. When I first moved up to this area in 2017 to be with my now husband Michael, I was amazed by the sense of community of the city and the strength of the as-built-in character of downtown and all of the amazing things that have came into existence since I came here 8 years ago. And I've slowly learned how the city runs and how to help preserve that, whether it's being a part of the Friends of Crandall to help manage the book sales 4 times a year. So the next book sale is if you want to support the library. But aside from that, I just want to acknowledge that the amazingness of my husband Michael, my parents that came, my mom's friend Brian, who has instilled a good trait in me in trying to clean up the canal system that I've sort of helped other people do in the past year, even longer. And I'm excited that the Feeder Canal Alliance helped me submit an application for adopt a trail for our feeder canal in the Glens Falls to help continue that, just as these students said, trying to make it as clean and accessible as possible so people can enjoy all of our wonderful parks and trails. I want to thank all of the lovely councilmen and our new mayor that I'm going to be a part of, especially Mary Gooden, who was the Ward 5 councilperson, and the amazing work that she has helped accomplish in Ward 5, renovating the Murray Street Pavilion, the Murray Street Park, adding 2 more pedestrian bridges to the feeder canal, as well as a fantastic new Primes path right along the Hudson, which is been incredible, especially for the running community and biking community, just have more ways to enjoy the city. And I just want to acknowledge the person that I was on the ballot with, Bob Curtis, who was an incredible asset to the city for 37 years as a city clerk, mayor's assistant, as well as on many committees. And it was an honor just to be on the same ballot as him. And I love knowing that he bought his house 33 years ago on Water Street. So I'm hoping he continues to help me and make sure that we can keep Ward 5 growing. Because as Ben Driscoll, the Ward 5 supervisor, has told me, and I've seen, Ward 5 has had so much development in the past 15 years. 3 new city streets, and according to the builder Clute Enterprises, trying to get even more housing, even if they try and squish more housing in. But just more housing, as the students say, is huge to try and create the affordability. And I'm just excited to just be a part of how the city grows. Thank you so much.
Okay, we have can you hear me? Is this working? It's on?
It's just not super high.
It's just not super high, but it's on. Okay. We have a brief organizational meeting, and then we'll be swearing in the department heads that help run our city. So I would like to call the meeting of the Glens Falls Common Council Special Business Organizational Meeting for January 1st, 2026 to order. At this time, I'd like to call forward some of our Boy Scouts who will lead us in the pledge. Matthew Healy.
Yeah.
Cecil Lalone and Leonardo Lega. You could come up, please. If you could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So our first agenda item is accepting and endorsing the city clerk. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby ratifies, confirms, and approves Mayor Diana M. Palmer's appointment of Megan E. Nolan as city clerk and Emily Neal as deputy city clerk. Do we have any discussion about this? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Emily and Megan to come up, and I will administer their oath of office. I, Megan Nolan.
I, Megan Nolan.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of city clerk.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of city clerk.
Of the city of Glens Falls, New York.
Of the city of Glens Falls, New York.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of deputy city clerk
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy City Clerk
City of Glens Falls, New York,
of the City of Glens Falls, New York,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
It's less lonely up here when the seats fill in. Okay, the next resolution is to establish the Common Council regular meeting scheduled. Be it resolved that the Common Council will hold its regularly scheduled meetings on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month at 7:30 p.m. in the Common Council chambers, I hope, on the third floor of City Hall, 42 Ridge Street in Glens Falls, New York. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. The next resolution is to designate the city's official paper of record. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby designates the Post-Star as the official newspaper of record for the city. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. The next resolution is to appoint the special assistant to the mayor with the courtesy title of Chief of Staff. I just want to let the Common Council and the city and public know, and many of you have already read about this, but I am making a number of personnel changes in the mayor's office that will bring more efficiency to the city's operations. Although some positions will receive a higher pay, others have been eliminated or consolidated, so the overall effect will be a decrease in personnel costs. So, let's see. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby approves the appointment of G. Stephen Thurston as Special Assistant to the Mayor with the courtesy title of Chief of Staff. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. A resolution to appoint the confidential secretary to the mayor with the courtesy title of Mayor's Office Coordinator. This is another shift in the operations of City Hall and the mayor's office, and again, it will increase efficiency and reduce costs. May it be resolved that we approve the appointment of William J. Chip McTiernan as the confidential secretary to the mayor with the courtesy title of Mayor's Office Coordinator. Any discussion?
I
Yeah.
want to ask some members of the public, they would go to CHIP to schedule meetings with them? Is that fair?
Yes, if they wanted to reach out to schedule an appointment or something, they could reach out to the mayor's office, and that would be Chip. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next resolution is to create the position of Director of Planning and Zoning. This is a significant change in the operations of the city that will again bring more efficiency at a reduced cost and will allow the city to create a focused and professional planning department to guide us as our comprehensive plan is completed and as we take on revisions to our zoning laws. Be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Glens Falls hereby authorizes the creation of the position of Director of Planning and Zoning. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next resolution is the changing of the appointment of mayors on the CDC, IDA, and Urban Renewal Boards. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby appoints Mayor Diana Palmer in her official capacity as mayor of the City of Glens Falls to serve as a member of the CDC, IDA, and URA boards for the duration of her term as mayor and until such time as a successor is appointed. Mayor Diana Palmer is appointed herein to replace the immediate past mayor as William Collins in his capacity as mayor of the City of Glens Falls on the CDC, IRA, and URA boards. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution to bond the city controller. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby approves, ratifies, and confirms the issuance of official bond coverage for the city controller and assistant city controller through Travelers Bond and Specialty Insurance. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution to approve mayoral appointments. So at this time, we will be swearing in various department heads in the city. And I'd like to call them up one by one. And when I call your name, please come up. And then our city clerk, Megan, will swear you in as a group. This is not something that we always did at the organizational meeting, but I think it's important that the people of Glens Falls know that the work that we do is not just the elected people, but all of the department heads who work, and we're a team, and they do so much of the work to keep the city going. So I'd like to call up the Chief of Staff, G. Stephen Thurston, the Mayor's Office Coordinator, William Chip McTiernan, the City Attorney, Taylor A. Bassford, Esquire, the Deputy City Attorney, Claudia K. Bramer, Esquire, the Director of Tourism, Amy Collins, the Director of Purchasing, Carrie Lambert, the Human Resources Director, Judy Villa-White, the Acting Fire Chief, Issachar Izzy Motor, the Water and Sewer Superintendent, William C. Norton, Attorney to the Water and Sewer Board, David C. Klingbeil, Esquire, Superintendent of Public Works, Thomas E. Gerard, the Sole Assessor, Susan McEnany. Oh, maybe Susan couldn't make it. Okay, the City Historian, Wayne Wright. The City Controller, Mark Powers. The Deputy City Controller, Wendy Baird. The City Engineer, Jeremy Schneibel. And the Assistant Chief of Police, Kyle Diamond. And I'd like to invite our City Clerk, Megan Nolan, to administer the oath of office to our department heads. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jeff. The Economic Development Director, certainly not last or least, Jeff Flagg. And with that, I will take a motion to adjourn. Bob and Dan. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,